Welcome to National Focus. I am Lourianne Graham Carter. Coming up, tissue culture banana success means more banana exports for Dominica, and Portsmouth leads the way in yachting sector. Stay with us for the details of these and other stories after this.
A picture is worth 1,000 words. Got it? Taking care of us can be so easy.
Take good care of the children.
Thanks for staying with us. The Honorable Minister for Agriculture, Johnson Drygo, is optimistic about the export potential of bananas following a visit to the farm of commercial banana farmer Deles Warrington on Saturday. The minister was proud to remind critics that government had done research on the black sigatoka disease in neighboring islands, and the findings of that research led to the importation of the Cavendish banana plantlets last year. The Honorable Minister reports that currently Antigua is one of Dominica's major markets, but there are plans to expand.
We are in the process of preparing for export to Barbados in containers that will include bananas as well. We have quite a number of traditional exporters of bananas to the islands of St. Martin and St. Thomas and St. Kitts. We will sustain this market. Fair Trade is this week exporting 1,500 boxes to their traditional source of market.
The Honorable Minister explained that things must be done in stages. He said Dominica must first meet regional demands.
First of all, Dominica for food security, then our regional market demands, and hopefully if we sustain the industry like we are doing today, we will get back on the European market.
Meantime, the minister addressed the change in the weather forecast for the dry season.
The intermittent rain that we're getting now, it's very, very good for the industry because we anticipated a very dry season, but thank God we're getting some rain, and you can see that when it's raining, the bananas mature much faster and the fields look better. If you go to the market today, the market is blooming with all sorts of vegetables, and that's because all of the farmers in the rural areas have been getting an adequate supply of rain on their farms to keep their farm going and so on, and the banana is able to absorb the fertilizer much better. So we're very thankful for the rain that we're getting right now, and if this rain continues at the pace it is now, it's very good for the agriculture sector in Dominica.
In more news, the OECS Commission, through the Ocean Governance Unit and the Reducing the Risk to Human and Natural Assets Resulting from Climate Change RAC project, in partnership with the ACP Brussels, have developed a Train the Trainer Instructor program in the Caribbean region on disaster risk reduction in small island developing states. The 5-day training, which began on Monday, targets representatives from key regional agencies from disaster risk management, water resource management, tourism, fisheries, agriculture, NGOs, and health. Lester Arnold is project coordinator of the RAC in the OECS Commission.
As part of the project mandate, we are to build the enabling environment in support of policies and laws to reduce vulnerability, address information gaps that constrain addressing vulnerabilities, make interventions in freshwater and coastal management to build resilience in the tourism and agricultural sector, increase awareness on issues related to climate change, and improve capacities for climate change adaptation. Over the years, the OECS member countries have created pivotal institutions that have provided for regional stability and socio-economic advancement. However, climate change impacts and climate variability are shown to have serious deleterious environmental, social, and economic consequences on member states.
Arnold says in order to combat the effects of climate change, there is a need to develop policies, strategies, and plans to mitigate the impacts of climate change, as well as to outline the roles and responsibilities and build the capacity of member states, which will enhance resilience through disaster risk reduction measures.
In view of building resilience and creating the enabling environment to deal with disaster risk reduction using ecosystems, the OECS Commission, through the RAC project, in collaboration with the Ocean Governance Unit and the ACP, has engaged the services of these facilitators to develop and deliver this training workshop that has been tailor-made for the region and which will enable member states to develop their own ecosystem-based disaster risk reduction measures.
5 years ago, the OECS Commission started its first climate change project with funding by the USA to the tune of US $9.5 million. This was in response to the amount of money spent on restoration efforts after natural disasters. Between 1990 and 2008, the Caribbean experienced 165 natural disasters, with the total impact in damage and losses estimated to be US $136 billion, with economic impact at its highest at $63 billion. Facilitator of the training, Dr. Deborah Brosnan, outlined activities for the week.
To provide a shared framework and knowledge base, knowledge foundation for ecosystem disaster risk reduction and climate change. Once we establish that base, is to use that knowledge to explore solutions. We're focused really on solutions that can be applied, that you can apply and that you can help develop. We want to build linkages and networks among the different disciplines on the islands and identify solutions and craft action plans. Disastrous climate change and ecosystems draw on a huge number of disciplines that don't often work together. So it's extraordinary and wonderful that we have all these different disciplines here together and that we're all going to sit down and really put our heads together and our actions together.
The training hopes to provide exposure which will allow for better articulation, establishing synergies and mainstreaming of eco-disaster risk reduction climate change adaptation into policy and program management. The OECS Competitive Business Unit held a one-day e-business crowdfunding training at the Dominica State College on Monday. Crowdfunding is the practice of funding a project for venture by raising monetary contributions from a large number of people. The primary focus of the OECS Business Unit is on the competitiveness and innovation in the small and medium-sized enterprise in the OECS. The training targeted lecturers and students of the Dominica State College. Marlon Marie is officer in charge of the organization of the Eastern Caribbean States Competitive Business Unit.
The training session today is geared towards, opening minds into technologies that are available and tools that are available out there for access to finance. For us, we're not solely working directly on crowdfunding, we're also teaching social media skills as well, marketing skills. Students currently use social media for various things, and it's important for them to be able to realize that there's a business aspect to social media, and we're trying to get them to think more positively in terms of the use of these tools.
Mary said that when an individual is involved in crowdfunding, it is important to always look at their actions on social media.
In order for them to have a successful crowdfunding campaign, they need to have a positive social media presence. We are going to explain to them what are the benefits of having those positives and also looking at the negatives as well to prevent them from using social media and technology for these negative things.
He gave some details about the topics that will be discussed at the training.
We're trying to show persons that it's not a necessary new phenomenon, so that's one of the things crowdfunding of before. Also, we're going to show the students and the lecturers crowdfunding presently in terms of using the internet. We are going to be teaching about pitching your idea because it's very important to pitch your idea. One of the main activities here is utilization of videos. When you launch a crowdfunding campaign, you need to have an effective video. So we're going to be teaching them skills. There's going to be a working group activity to basically prepare sort of like a pitch for crowdfunding. Social media marketing as well. So there are a number of different areas that we're touching on today.
He had these words for the young people about social media.
What I would like the youth to know is that social media is here to stay. And there is a lot of positive that can come out of utilizing social media. And we're hoping that, the youth understand that there are business opportunities that they can engage in on social media. So it's not only for play, it's also for work as well. And we're hoping that they grasp this concept and they take it fully on board and they start to think maturely in terms of utilization of technology, specifically social media.
The OCS Commission is working collaboratively with the Vision Funder, a crowdfunding platform, one of the first in the Caribbean. Consultant for Vision Funder, Eldona Lindor, addressed participants of the training.
Vision Funder is a subsidiary of Legacy Global, a foundry company from Barbados, but providing access and services globally. The company is headed by our founder and CEO, Adrian Reed. He's a management consultant with a focus in strategic marketing. He has as a primary focus the economic development of the region, and entrepreneurs and creatives are very dear to him. He has recognized that sometimes the services available are not always contextualized to the Caribbean, and is aspiring to provide the type of support for the region that is geared towards the types of services and support services that the region needs. And so we take pleasure in being able to introduce you to our very own Caribbean crowdfunding platform. It is a platform that is geared towards providing this type of service not only to the Caribbean but globally.
Last year, the OCS Competitiveness Business Unit trained 43 SMEs and has now placed sole focus on the youth by preparing potential entrepreneurs for the market. You are watching National Focus. More when we return.
I had a bleeding disorder that I did not know about, and they had to be transfusing me continuously. I got 56 units.
Being there at the blood bank, I was like, yo, I'm actually saving someone's life.
You never know when you can go.
Give blood. I have done it, and believe it or not, it don't hurt.
I won't be scared. I'll give. You know you're gonna give blood. I'll make sure she does.
Sit down at the blood bank in a comfortable environment for 45 minutes.
Helping people.
You are stimulating your body to make brand new cells.
You get free cookies, you get juice.
Glad to know your blood group. Feels good.
I felt as a better person.
It's a good thing to be alive, and I can thank God that I'm there and I'm enjoying life.
Welcome back. The town of Portsmouth has made its name in the yachting industry. This is according to Member of Parliament for the Portsmouth constituency, Honourable Ian Douglas. In an interview with GIS News, Honourable Douglas was overjoyed that Portsmouth, through the yachting industry, has played its part in Dominica's tourism.
Our yachting program in Portsmouth is an envy of the region, not only of the rest of Dominica, but you know, a lot of places, little places like St. Vincent and maybe to a lesser extent St. Lucian, St. Kitts and stuff, are looking at what we are doing in the Portsmouth Harbour with the yachting. I mean, anybody who have come down to Portsmouth in recent time would have seen the tremendous advances that we have made in yachting.
Last year, over 80,000 yachties visited Portsmouth with a total of 2,003 yachts docking at the Purple Turtle Beach. Earlier this year, the Ministry of Tourism partnered with the Portsmouth Association of Yachting Services, or PAYS, and Offshore Passage Opportunities to launch the first Yachties Appreciation Week 2016. In another story, over 55 aspiring doctors are now moving on to the next phase of their medical careers. On Saturday, April 29th, the All Saints University School of Medicine hosted its 27th White Coat Ceremony. In addressing students, faculty and invited guests, the Honorable Minister for Education, Peter Saint-Jean, urged students to use the White Coat Ceremony as a means of gaining a deeper understanding of their commitment to the practice of medicine.
This ceremony should not just signify a declaration of your candidacy to the medical profession, but rather I believe that it should be a moment in which you reflect on your anticipated contribution to the world of medicine and the degree of competence which the medical profession demands of you. Today represents a rite of passage for you as you don this white coat, which symbolizes clinical service and patient care, wherein it signifies that you are fully aware of your responsibility to become a health professional who will display a high level of integrity, love, and care, and execute your duty in a manner that engenders trust.
The Honorable Minister emphasized the importance of All Saints University to Dominica's social and economic life.
As we know, offshore medical schools bring in significant revenue to small economies like ours. We are indeed very mindful of the contribution that the university makes, and our support is extended to the faculty and staff, students who allow this institution to thrive. We are indeed grateful that you chose Dominica as your destination of choice, and we pledge to continue providing a conducive environment so that we may continue to grow and to expand.
Dr. Lee Hong-Fu, in his Dean's address, reminded the students that medicine is not a profession to be taken lightly.
It is a profession that you have to take this with you for the rest of your life. It is not something that you do and you can sort of say, I'm going to change. It is something that you always have to remember that your first love should be the care of your patient in terms of your job. Your knowledge, your character is being built at All Saints. As you all know, I'm a little bit strict, and that's because I believe in every single one of you to be the best that you can be, to be that perfect physician in everybody's mind, to be loved not just by the society, by your parents, by your family, but also to be loved by your patient. If you can touch one life in your lifetime to make a difference in your patient's life because of your knowledge, your building of your character to be where you are, and that person in return have never forgiven you and love you and also worship you because of your saving hands that has made a difference in her or his life, you have achieved as a doctor.
He notes that the aim of All Saints is to produce well-rounded doctors.
My wish for you in this particular day is that you move forward to become the best physician you possibly can. At this school, we wish you to learn, we wish you to bond with your friends, and we wish to be an acknowledged individual, not just for your character, but also for your ability to become that particular doctor with the knowledge that you gain that can actually go out and serve the public.
10 students made the Dean's List for January to April 2016, and 10 students received honorary mentions. The valedictorian was James Watterson Christopher. Honorable Parliamentary Representative for the Paybush constituency, Roslyn Paul, has called the community of Calibishi an agricultural hub. On Saturday, following a visit to one of the farms, Honorable Paul revealed some activities planned for farmers in that area.
I am also targeting the young farmers. Actually, on Wednesday evening, I had a very good meeting with the young farmers of Calibishi and Benz with a view to really encouraging youth participation in agriculture and continuing to stimulate economic activities in the constituency. Some of them are into plantain production, ground provision, but some have also expressed interest in livestock and poultry. So this is one of the areas I'm going to work with them to see that they get off the ground in that regard.
The MP classifies the Calibishi people as having a passion for agriculture. She affirmed her appreciation for their hard work. Honorable Paul also expressed gratitude to the government for the resources that they have contributed to the farmers.
As parliamentary representative, I work very closely with the farmers of the community to be able to hear their needs, their concern. And actually, in the farmers group in Calibishi is 153, has a membership of 153. So that tells you and they're very interested. I am happy there's a greater sense of hope in agriculture in the Kalibishi community.
The parliamentary representative was among government officials who visited the farm of Deles Warrington on Saturday to witness him harvesting tissue cultures which he received from the Ministry of Agriculture in July last year. And that's news. McPherson St. Luce is up next with the Creole highlights.
Alors tout le monde, bienvenue à cette nouvelle en créole. Non, moi, c'est McPherson St. Luce. Premièrement, le gouvernement Dominica tient un commitment fait pour assister l'industrie musique Dominique. Initiative cela, comme Premier ministre Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerritt, qui travaille à ce commitment cela, qui était paru pendant la présentation budget national en juillet l'année passée. Musiciens, monde qui a écrit et produit musique et ingénieurs, ça garde devant pour taper trainement avancé l'État ailleurs. Allocation $500,000 te permettre pour assister l'industrie musique Dominique. Pendant la conférence de presse Lady, Premier ministre Honorable Dr. Roosevelt Skerritt a identifié trainement comme un aspect autant important pour développer l'industrie. Premier ministre a cru que si musique faite et puis manière professionnelle, il y a potentiel pour faire une contribution pour l'économie. Alena Gibson, de Sweden, qui conduit trainement en affaires manière pour écrire chansons du 26 pour le 29 avril, pendant elle Stu Young, de Canada, qui conduit trainement en affaires studio recording pour 10 jours. Tous ces trainements sont là qui prennent place en State College Dominique. Trainement là, c'est pour tous les musiciens qui sont intéressants. Les gens qui sont intéressants, ça tape forme application ou association musiciens Dominique. Président l'association Mac Marine fait parole que le traitement constant autant important pour le succès de notre musique. À la nouvelle, le gouvernement Dominique met l'argent en aide banque qui a servi par mon hôtel et restaurant loan avancé business ailleurs. Monsieur Martin Charles, c'est chairman de Banque Dominique.
Le gouvernement là, assiste ces hôteliers là. Parce que portfolio hôtelier, c'est qui plus mal en aide banque. Avec le gouvernement là, en toute délibération, avec ces hôteliers là, ils ont décidé pour assister ces hôteliers là. Ils ont venu côté aide banque, bah nous plan dans nos business plan parce que comment vous voulez faire hôtel et restaurant venir plus haut parce que yo pas ni habilité là pour pétier pour gagner furniture neuf pour faire place en place comme tout touriste qui veut venir là. So aujourd'hui là yo tapé quand on dit en relief votre gouvernement là qui bat nous l'argent avec nous qui garde ces hôtels là qui a gardé comme yo qui avancé nous qui ça viable nous pas qui garder ça qui déjà tout write off mais nous qui garder ces hôtels là qui ni gamme pour faire bien nous qui assister yo avec consultancy avec pour upgrade hôtel et restaurant yo. So les touristes et n'importe Dominicien viennent en place yo qui savent yo dans en place qui est bien classé.
À la nouvelle, plusieurs monde en territoire Kalinago qui bénéficient en bas programme sanitation. Mon parlement honorable Cassius Darrow bien plaisir pour le programme là.
Nous avons des trois monats Kalinago territory qui bénéficient par washroom facility. Nous fini au moins 30 washroom par monde qui pris à l'âge. Vraiment nous voulons dire merci pour le gouvernement Dominique. Nous voulons dire merci pour ces monde communauté même qui a donné support. C'est monde qui a fait ces washroom là, il a fait vraiment en manière qui est plus bas passé normal. Même ça fait chimère, il a fait de manière qui est plus bas parce que normalement ça a été payé pour un monde qui construire ces bagages là. So moi comme ministre là, moi je remercie le development officer moi monsieur Frederick, of course nous PS Burton qui a vraiment travaillé pour nous faire qui nous voit ça qui est bon pour place Kalinago. Avec on va continuer, nous allons continuer pour faire des plus meilleurs.
Merci mesdames, ça c'est tout pour nouvelle pour à présent. Donc moi c'est McPherson Luce. Au revoir.
Coming up next, your tip for the day. Here are some basic money management tips. Create a list of current bills, print a month-long calendar and record the due date of each bill. Paying your bills on time will help avoid late fees and penalty charges. Prioritize your debt. Decide if you want to start off paying the smallest debt first or begin with those with the highest interest rates. Examine spending habits, track all your funds and spending on a weekly and then monthly basis finally. Finally, save as much as you can afford. Pay yourself in your budget, just like a bill. That's all for this edition of National Focus. We always welcome your suggestions and comments. Drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm or visit our website at news.gov.dm. Like our Facebook page, facebook.com/GIS News Dominica, and follow our Twitter at GIS Dominica. You can also catch up on our past National Focus newscast on our GIS Dominica YouTube channel. Live streaming is also now available 24 hours a day. From all of us here on the GIS News production team, I am Lourianne Graham Carter. Thanks for watching and join us next time on National Focus.